I'm Robert Bell. We are here at the 2012 NAB show, speaking with senior executives of our member companies who are thought leaders in the media distribution space. And here's what they have to say about the enormous changes taking place in media distribution today.
Well, we're following very closely the evolution of all these new technologies for nonlinear television, like the catch-up, the tablets, the multi-platforms, over-the-top, and all these video on demand and all these solutions. And we believe that this is a very good complement for the traditional linear television. So we're following very closely this, and we are developing solutions that are supporting these new technologies, also combined with the satellite traditional linear television. In this year we have planned to launch in the cable kiosk bouquet in Germany, and also in the Fransat bouquet in France, solutions that will permit to add these nonlinear applications to the traditional television. Now there are positive trends there. One of the positive trends, for example, is the evolution to high definition from standard definition. Today is still a complement to the standard definition, but we believe that in the future it will become the standard television, and there will be in a certain moment a switch off of the SD. It won't be very likely like the switch off of the analog that took 60 years, so this will be maybe 20 years time or something like that. So that's a trend that we think is very positive. Obviously, the hybrid networks is also a very positive trend, combining the satellite and the terrestrial networks to provide services where the broadcast part can be mainly focused on the satellite, mainly for the live events like the sports, the news, some movies, etc. And then other applications that will come more on the fiber network, on the terrestrial networks. So we believe that this is another positive trend in the market. There is also something that we don't think is necessarily negative, but is something that will remain as a marginal thing, is the 3D. 3D, we don't see the broadcasters investing in that. We see the contents for the theaters, for these kind of things, certain events like certain sports events, but we don't see a major evolution on the 3D. When we talk about the satellite, of course, quality is always the same on the top topic. And then there is bandwidth and flexibility. Concerning the quality, one of the main topics in the satellite industry today is the interferences. We are actively participating with the other satellite operators, with vendors and with broadcasters in developing techniques to mitigate the consequences of the interferences. We have announced in the IBC last year that we were going to use carrier ID for the Olympic Games this summer, and this has been a great success. The vendor has developed a solution and we are adopting it, and it will be ready for that moment. So that's quality. Then in terms of flexibility and bandwidth, this is always also an important subject. Because the applications, the broadcast is demanding every time more and more bandwidth. We are moving more and more to the high definition. The television market is also growing a lot. In 2010, there were about 29,000 TV channels, and we forecast about 40,000 by the end of 2020. And most of them will be in high definition rather than standard definition. And there is also the ultra high definition that is coming. So we need that broadband. And we need the flexibility also because we need to address the traditional markets in different ways, and we need to address also the developing, the emerging markets. So for that, what we're doing is deploying new satellites with more flexibility and more capacities. We talk about the carrier ID that we push since the IBC, and it will be there for the London Olympic Games. Obviously, we launched KSAT, that is ultra high throughput satellite. The services were started to commercialize in April last year, more or less. And the rollout of the two-way broadband service has been going on, and we will continue. But right now we're launching the professional services, and mainly for the industry. We have a solution now for the contribution links for the DSNG, the news gathering, using KSAT as a new technique based all on IP on a broadband network. And obviously we are launching new satellites. We have 2 new satellites coming by the end of the year, more capacity, more bandwidth, more flexibility. This is what we're doing. This is always difficult to know what is going to come, but we believe that one of the things that we'll see in a few years is more bandwidth available even in the existing satellites, thanks to the development of new modulation techniques. There will very likely be a new standard, DVB-S3 there, so we can get more out of the existing infrastructure and more out of the new satellites coming. We believe that probably in 5 years' time, we'll be talking a lot about ultra-high definition. There are challenges there because this is 16 times the standard definition. There are problems with the storage capacity. There are problems with the bandwidth. There would be very likely also new encoding techniques beyond the MPEG-4. This is what we see for the future.